WH or Lord? Jowa?
Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi?
Hello? Hi?
Hello?
Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi? Hello? Hi?
Good morning po sa ating lahat. Hinihintay lang po natin mag-uumpisa ang Oman OFW Town Hall. Good morning po sa ating lahat. Atin lang pong hinihintay ang pag-uumpisa ng Oman OFW Town Hall hosted by Undersecretary of Migrant Workers Affairs, Ma'am Sara Lu Ariola, and Undersecretary Strategic Communications, Ernie Abella, and special guest is Imelda M. Panolong, His Excellency, Philippine Ambassador to the Sultanate of Oman, at ang Filipino community na pinamumunuan ni Engineer Roland S. Lanyo, Chairman, Filipino Community Social Club or PhilCOSOC, and Mr. Efren C. Edel, Chairperson, Board of Trustees, Philippine School, Oman. So yan lang po, mga ilang saglandali na lang ay mag-uumpisa na. Naka-schedule po siya ng 10:30 Oman time at 2:30 Philippine time. So ayan na po siya. So ayan po, live na live po, naka-stream po sila. So yan na po ang ating live stream. Hinihintay na lang po nating mag-umpisa. Dali lang po at i-share muna natin sa mga iba't ibang community ang ating ang live ng na to. Yan, sinishare po natin sa mga iba't ibang Filipino community dito sa Oman para sila ay malaman nila na merong ganitong programa ngayon na mangyayari dito sa Oman. Sabay-sabay po tayong manood. Yung mga video po, pinapakita nila yung repatriation.
President Duterte welcomes you home. I want to thank the people around me.
Makikita niyo po ay ang ating Foreign Affairs Secretary, Teodoro Locsin.
We do it because we love you, and we do it because we respect our president, the first and only president who has cared for the least of the Filipino people.
Yan, ang mga repatriation, ang mga
Thank you
naapektuhan ng
for the honor
COVID-19,
of serving
wala
you.
ng mga
Thank
trabaho
you.
dahil maraming mga kumpanya at mga nagsara at nagbawas ng mga tao.
Buong kabayan, para sa inyong kalusugan at kapakanan, ang Pilipinas ay nagpapatupad ng 8 hakbang na kailangang sundin ng bawat pasahero. Step 1. Registration. Magrehistro online o iscan ang QR code sa flat guide at sagutan ang e-case investigation form. I-upload rin ang picture ng bio page ng inyong passport. Siguraduhin kumpleto at makatotohanan ang lahat ng impormasyon, lalo-lalo na ang inyong pangalan, tirahan, email address, at cellphone number. Mayroong registration help desk na maaaring tumulong sa inyo. Step 2. Confirmation email at QR code. Makakatanggap kayo ng confirmation at personal QR code sa email. I-print o i-save ang QR code sa inyong cellphone. Ang QR code at ang inyong pasaporte ay dapat dala-dala ninyo pagdating sa Pilipinas para sa prosesong dadaanan. Step 3. Briefing. Pagdating sa Pilipinas, makinig ng mabuti sa briefing sa airport para malaman ang mahalagang hakbang na pagdadaanan. Step 4. Verification at barcoding. Pagkatapos ng briefing, ipakita ang inyong passport at QR code sa verification counter. Magkakaroon din ng isang maiksing interview patungkol sa inyong records. Bibigyan kayo ng 6 na barcode stickers. Ingatan ng stickers. Idikit ang isa sa passport at ang natitirang 5 ay iaabot sa taong mangangasiwa ng swab testing. Step 5. Swab testing. Sa swabbing booth, ibigay ang barcode stickers sa magsasagawa ng swab test at ipakita ang barcode sticker na dinikit sa passport. Huwag mag-alala at hindi masakit ang swab test. Kailangan lang pong sundin ng maigi ang instructions sa swabbing booth. Step 6. Immigration. Pagkatapos ng swab test, dumiretso na sa immigration at sundin pa rin po ang normal na proseso. Ipakita sa immigration officer ang dinikit na barcode sticker sa passport. Step 7. Quarantine facility assignment. Para malaman ang inyong quarantine facility assignment, pumunta sa mga help desk. Kung ikaw ay isang OFW, magpunta sa help desk ng Overseas Workers Welfare Administration o OWWA. Kung ikaw ay isang OFW na seafarer na mayroong Local Manning Agency o LMA, magtungo po kayo sa kaukulang help desk ng inyong LMA. Kung ikaw ay isang returning Filipino, ang help desk ng Department of Tourism ang makakatulong sa inyo. Ang mga help desk na ito ang magbibigay sa inyo ng itinakdang hotel o quarantine facility na inyong titirhan ng ilang araw habang hinihintay ang resulta ng swab test. Sila na rin po ang mga nasiwa ng inyong transportasyon. Step 8. Resulta. Ipapadala sa inyo ang resulta sa pamamagitan ng text message at email sa loob ng 72 hours. Kung negatibo ang resulta ng swab test, magpapadala ang gobyerno ng medical certificate bilang patunay nito. Ang lahat naman po ng pasyenteng positibo sa COVID-19 ay pangangalagaan hanggang sa paggaling. Mayroong 24-hour help desk sa lahat ng hotel at quarantine facilities o tumawag lang po sa mga helpline para sa mga katanungan. Ang IATF, Philippine Red Cross, at Department of Health ay malugod pong naglilingkod sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa inyong kooperasyon.
Hi, Sir Abella. Good afternoon.
Oo, saka dyan.
Mabuti pa po din.
Mukhang ako ang daming na.
Ang daming na lang. Pero siguro, sobrang excited tayo sa mga mangyayari sa susunod na linggo. Yusek, dahil marami tayong naririnig na mga magandang balita sa Saudi Arabia. Siguro, wala pa silang confirmation, pero the news that we've been hearing, parang sobra akong excited. Parang hindi ako makatulog.
Pwede ka pa magkwento dahil baka mabitin yung mga kasama
Oo
natin.
nga eh. Kasi alam naman natin kasi talaga na si Pangulong Duterte talaga eh. Siya yung kauna-unahang head of state sa kahit na, in the history of the world, na lumaban sa Katala. Kung naaalala ko ng mga natin, ng ating mga kababayan noong February 2018, nung pumutok yung issue, no, dun sa ating kababayan na nahanap sa Big Sur. Actually, nagsalita siya talaga nun sa Davao, nandun ako. Tapos sabi niya, the Filipino is no slave to anyone, anywhere and everywhere. And from that time on, the Philippines embarked on a very strong anti-kafala movement. And kafala is a traditional sponsorship system existing in the Middle East, di ba?
Explain mo nga, Tagalogin mo ano kayo ang katapat nun sa atin, yung kafala.
Wala siyang katapat. Wala po siyang katapat. Kasi dito lang talaga na you have to have a feel or a sponsor kung saan na yung taong yun, siya yung responsible for you. The goal was, it was in the 50s, 60s na yung nangyari sa Middle East kasi nagkaroon ng oil boom. Pero the goal was talaga to protect them, to protect the migrants. Kaso marami pong naging pag-aabuso, katulad ng pag-confiscate ng passport, kasi ang problema sa kapala, yung mga exit visas na hindi ka makalabas ng bansa, na hindi pumapayag yung amo mo, so wala kang labor mobility, hindi ka rin makalipat ng amo kahit minamaltrato ka na. So marami po talagang naging abuses. So, ang problema dyan, your failure to have labor mobility leads to abuse. Kaya talaga siya. Kaya marami na nagre-reform eh. Katulad, for example, ng Bahrain, wala naman silang exit visas. At the same time, may labor mobility sila na after a year mo sa amo, pwede kang lumipat ng another employer. And of course, also, abolished exit visas already.
So, bali, Yusek, yung kafala, parang hawak sa leeg, parang
Yes, hawak ka talaga sa leeg. Unfortunately, iba nga tapos na yung contract, hindi pa makauwi.
Yun ang nangyayari kadalasan.
Siguro, this pandemic, it has been very difficult also for us to bring home a lot of migrant workers kasi wala silang exit visas. Kahit nga ngayon, of course, nagpapasalamat tayo na meron na tayong SARO, maraming salamat na we can bring people home, more people home, and we can charter more flights. Pero, syempre, wala kang exit visa, hindi ka makaalis.
Pero ngayon, mukhang mukhang mawawala yan.
Meron talagang moves na, yun lang mga chismis sa Middle East. Pero syempre, ako talaga sobrang saya ko na kung matutuloy talaga yun. And we're looking forward to it next week. And it's really, actually, iba lumindol kahapon. Yun yung, parang ito kung intensity, whatever intensity yung improve kahapon, ito intensity 8, yung change na to. Because Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the actually sa Middle East talaga siya. Siya yung may pinakamaraming OFWs, more than 800,000. And of course, we are very supportive of the efforts of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We are very happy if this is really true, and sobrang kami thankful, and talaga yung mga reforms talaga nila ngayon sunod-sunod, di ba?
So talaga sila, very
yeah. I heard that the Crown Prince really is good because of his reforms, and we're really hoping and really praying, and this will really change the landscape of the Middle East because they're talagang kumbaga sa Saudi Arabia is a very big country with a lot of influence, and it will really change the life of our migrants in the Middle East. So
that's really exciting news, Yusek.
And pero Yusek, gusto ko lang sabihin talaga na let it not be said na the Philippines is at the forefront of the anti-kafala campaign. It's President Duterte is the first head of state to spoke against it. Tuloy-tuloy talaga tayo. So we have to own this, and it's also a victory for the Filipinos.
Correct. And I think yun naman talaga ang tatak even if as the Philippines is known for providing services to the world, pero tayo rin yung Pilipinas din yung pag-protect, no? in the
Yes.
protection of the people that we serve.
Yeah, the responsibility to protect. And ano talaga tayo parang I think siguro, alam mo yung talagang, wala nang ibang word na ma-describe yung nararamdaman ko, kundi kinikilig, yun. Parang sobrang guilty, parang sabi ko, oh my gosh, alam mo, sobrang saya. And sabi ko nga kanina, syempre may pandemic ngayon, diba? Hindi naman makalapit kahit lalo na to protect the president because he's a senior citizen and we are in the front line. So we can be bringing whatever. Sabi ko, parang di ko, pag natuloy talaga to, parang pag wala na yung pandemic, pupunta talaga kay presidente. Gusto ko lang magman. Kasi siya, it did not only change the country, it's changing the world.
Right.
Parang talaga, this is not, there's no other way to put it. And parang talaga, it's something that, it's his gift to humanity, it's his legacy to all migrants around the world. Hindi lang Filipino migrants.
Yun ang tatak, tama, kasi it goes beyond just Filipinos, but para
Yes,
sa
yes.
lahat ng migrante.
Yes, sobrang talaga akong saya, Yusek. So,
Marami pa tayong dahilan to be happy, hindi pa may mga parating, Yusek.
yes. Today, may arrivals from Hong Kong, Taipei, Malaysia, Bangkok, New Guinea, San Francisco, Amsterdam, London, Damam, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Narita, Fukuoka, Izumi, Sano, Singapore, Guam, and Istanbul. Dami, no? Pero siguro, sabihin na talaga natin, mandatory RT-PCR testing, Red Cross is back. And lang talaga, we will be assisting at patuloy kami sumasalubong. And magre-report lang ako bago natin tawagin ang ating mga guests from Oman. Pero about our real numbers, you said, no? As of October 28th and counting, ang na-repatriate po natin na land-based is 108,020 and sea-based 76,647 for a total of 234,667. So, nadagdagan po yan ngayon. So, ang goal po natin is by the end of the year, mauwi po natin lahat ng 345,000 na stranded OFWs na nabanggit po ni Pangulo sa kanyang UN state.
Right. So, by that time, you can afford everything. You can afford.
Yeah. And actually, para po dyan sa mga nasa Middle East, COVID or no COVID, ang tradition po kasi ng DFA, na nagpupunta po yung ating mga, ako po, pumupunta po talaga ako sa Middle East, tulong talaga ako nagpapasko. Gagawin ko pa rin siya this year. And yes, and hopefully, by that, talaga, excited nga ako. Kasama ko sa repat flight, Yusek.
Mukhang hirap na hirap ka ngayon this chapter.
Hindi, kasi excited ako makita yung ating mga OFWs and talaga, the real meaning of Christmas. And when you do not see the Christmas tree or anything, but you're with your people. So parang talaga, sobrang, it's very good for the soul and naman tayo, maingat naman po tayo. So excited tayo. And hindi lang po ako, iba rin po mga officers na iikot po para siguraduhin po okay po ang ating mga OFW around the world.
Alright. Bago natin tawagin yung ating mga frontliners, may ako, saan po yung inabot kayo ng Lindor? Parang kayo nasa beach, parang gano'n.
Nasa beach po na kami kasi nasa Rojas Boulevard kami using. Alam mo, kahapon, hindi talaga ako nag-heels. Ang nakakatawa nito, naka-high heels ako kahapon. Tapos sabi sa akin, kailangan ko nang bumaba. Tapos ang buwang sinabi ko, oh no, mapapaba ako. Tapos talaga, syempre yung fire escape natin, yung hagdan, di ba? Medyo deep siya, tapos maluliit yung steps. Yung sa sobrang bagal ko naman, yung tao doon sa likod na dulas. So, kailangan ako. Hindi ba sa nagtatawaran ko siya? Natatawaran ako. Pero grabe talaga Pero nung nag-hearing kami yesterday sa house, lumindon na naman. Nasa 11th floor na ako. Parang feeling mo talaga nagsiswing yung building. Sabi ko, ito na ba? But then at least tumigil siya. So, and now, we are calling our frontliners. We're still here for the last 8 months. Ito po ang mga DFA frontliners.
Ang galing. Para mo kumali.
Next time, that's about. Alam mo, hindi napakarap ko nga, no? Kaya alam baka matugin na ito ba? Minsan ko sabi ng mga tao, ano ba naman yung mga user niyo? Ano wala kang magawa? Kailangan na lang wellness for me. Pero para sa kanya lang talaga natin ngayon.
Anyway, we're going to, alam mo, Yusek,
Yeah.
yung kung saan tayo pupunta ngayon, I've always been fascinated by the name of the capital. We're going to sa
Oman.
Oh, Sultanate of Oman, and the capital is Muscat.
Yes.
Somehow I connect it with dates or wine. I can't put this. Parang napaka-romantic yung pangalan ko, Scott. Parang gano'n. Ako na yun.
I have been there twice. Parang, yung muna sa tourist. Tapos sunod, talaga pero yung umiikot kami, maganda siya. They're very kind people.
Oh, just like the ambassador, the Philippine ambassador to Oman, are very dear. Ignata Pandolo. Okay. Very kind and very sweet, and we miss her here.
Hi, Amba. Ay, nakamute ka pa, Amba. Nakamute pa siya. Wait. We can't hear you. You have to unmute your microphone. You have to,
Yeah.
Hi, Amba. Oh, yeah.
Hello. Hi, Yusek Sarah. Hello, Yusek Ernie.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyo dyan sa Manila. Dito naman po sa amin sa Muscat. Ang sabi nga ni Yusek Ernie, very romantic na word. Umaga po sa amin ngayon, it's about almost 11 in the morning. At namimiss ko din po kayo dyan sa Oman and sa Manila. Kumusta po?
Actually, mabuti, nililindol na kami dito. parang binabagyo, nililindol, kinokopid, pero masaya lang. Pero di ba, Amba, when I was there in 2018, Oman is one of those countries in the Middle East where we have more professionals than household service workers. Ganun pa rin ba yung demographics natin ngayon?
I don't think it's the same anymore, Yusek Sarah. Well, after we have repatriated more than 2,000, almost 3,000 of our kababayan, during the pandemic, the number of Filipinos here in the entire Oman has gone down to 45,000. Prior to the pandemic, we are about 47 plus. So, and the demographic, gaya na sabi na Lisa Sarah, about 50% of our kababayans who are here now are from the household service worker sector. And 35% of them are in the hospitality services, and about 15% are the professionals.
Pero din talaga parang pag nandun ka, parang iba yung nila, di ba? Iba yung suot nila ng mga men compared sa suot ng mga nasa ibang country sa GCC. What do you call that? Alam ko, gurta, the white, or sometimes yung mga suot ng mga lalaki, that's gurta. Pero there, what do you call it? Yung
Sisdasya.
nila.
yung head nila, I can't remember the name, what did they call it now, pero namin na maalala ko din.
Mosar.
They have a different headgear among the Arabs. At yung, pati po yung ano nila, the white, as they call it, Saudi Arabia, the stroke, medyo iba din mo ang kanilang design. But among the ladies here, they still have abaya. It is not mandatory though, but many of the local Omani women still wear the abaya. But among the expatriates, it's not mandatory as long as it's at decency. Then you're okay.
Oo nga. Parang ano,
Ito yung outfit,
ano yung
for men.
for men, iba-iba yata yung fashion din. May ano rin na rin, di ba? Anong tawag doon? Meron din fashion dyan. Tapos alam ko ang abaya, it can be very expensive. Pero yung sa mga lalaki yata, hindi masyado. Pero sa abaya, it can go thousands of dollars kung depende sa tela, tsaka dun sa mga...
Yes.
Okay.
Some of the abayas have yeah.
Yeah.
Ganyan.
Really don't yung sinusuot ng mga Kuwaitis and the Saudis na headgear, ayan talaga ang headgear ng mga men.
Okay.
Ano rin pala eh. Di ba? Parang ano nga eh, parang very, it's different. It's a different flavor. Tsaka ano rin talaga sa kanila. It's a very big country, Oman. Compared dun sa iba, sa GCC. And, pero of course, siguro, we invited pala some of our friends from the Philcom. I'm not sure if I met them before, but sino-sino po sila? Meron po tayong dalawang guests.
Meron tayong dalawang guests, Mr. Sarah. Magandang umaga sa inyo, Engineer Roland Leanio. Engineer Roland Leanio is, umahin ko na po si Engineer Roland. He is, hello, Engineer Roland. He is the chairperson of our PhilCosO. It's short for Filipino Community Social Club. And he is the chairperson since last year and he was elected. But prior to last year, Roland is already an officer of the PhilCosO. And he has been an active member of the Filipino community and so is PhilCosO. And perhaps later on, Engineer Roland can say something more about PhilCosO. But before that, let me also welcome our other guests from the Filipino community. He's also one of the pillars, Mr. Efren Edel. Efren, are you here?
Is he si Efren? Ano ba siya?
Here, Ambassador. Yeah, I can hear you, Ambassador.
Hello, Efren. Efren is the chairperson of the board of trustees of the Philippine school in Oman. It's the only Philippine school in the country, and Efren is the chairman of the board. The Engineer Roland Ford, he is currently the head of the planning and project division of the D1 of the Railway Board, and Efren naman is the IT supervisor of School Math Kazali. So welcome sa inyo.
Welcome. Sige, let's begin muna with the engineer, then we'll call you back, Efren. Thank you. Sige, si engineer na dyan po siya. Hi, sir.
Hi, ma'am.
Siguro, sir, kwentuhan niyo muna kami sa organization niyo bago po tayo magtanungan kung ano pong na sitwasyon po ng ating mga Pilipino ngayon sa Oman. Simulan na po natin, sir.
Yes po, thank you. Yusek Sara and Yusek Ernie, at of course, to our beloved Ambassador. Magandang morning po, and good afternoon po sa inyo dyan sa Pilipinas. It is of great pleasure to be invited as one of the resource speaker representing the Filipino community in Oman with this interactive program for the OFWs entitled the OFW Town Hall, where broader perspective of OFW concern in Oman will be brought to the attention of the Philippine government. And may I take this opportunity to briefly describe what Philcosoc is all about. The Filipino Community Social Club, or Philcosoc, is under the auspices of the Ministry of Social Development and governed by the Royal Decree number 14/2000, known as the Issuing the National Societies Law, organization for its nationality in each country. As such, Philcosoc is the only recognized Filipino organization in Oman which is bestowed with the rights to legally organize events such as sociocultural, sports, trainings. Philcosoc has always been the eyes and ears of the Philippine Embassy to places beyond their reach. Hence, with the nationwide presence and coverage of Philcosoc, any information campaign became easier. Philcosoc has always been the extended arm of the Philippine Embassy in reaching out the OFWs, especially in the interiors and some part of the governorates of Oman. And for the past few years, Philcosoc has maintained a very harmonious relationship with the Philippine Embassy and its attached agencies as partners in promoting the welfare of the Filipino community in the Sultanate. While the club is mandated to conduct social events as community and as community leaders, there is always a sense of social responsibility among us, the board of directors. Thus, our drive and passion to help guide and inform our fellow OFWs on any updates pertaining to the Philippine government programs dedicated for them abroad and when returning home has become part of our primary commitment. The full 5 months of the relief goods distribution and the successful repatriation flights are a manifestation of the good relationship and a strong coordination between Philcosoc and the Philippine Embassy and its attached agencies. This is to say that Philcosoc will always be there to help our government in the implementation of its program whenever we need it. Once again, thank you, and hoping that most of the OFW concerns will be addressed in this forum. And I'm looking forward to hearing the updates on BFA's program for us OFWs. Magandang umaga po ulit at magandang hapon sa inyo dyan sa Pilipinas.
Salamat po, sir. No? Actually, the DFA ngayon, nabanggit po namin kamakailan na because of bayanihan to, nagpapasalamat po tayo talaga sa House of Representatives, sa Senate, at lalong-lalo mo kay Pangulong Duterte na dinagdagan po yung 1 billion ATM fund ng DFA ng 820 million para po makapag-respond tayo ng mabuti sa COVID pandemic. Actually, kung tutuusin po yung Oman kasi, although marami na po umuwi, hindi po siya talaga nagbigay masyado ng problema. na yung, ibig sabihin, kasi I think the employers there also started
Very cooperative.
Very cooperative. Kasi dun po sa ibang mga lugar talagang ina-abandon talaga nila yung mga employees nila, yung mga migrants, no? Pero sa Oman kasi, even yung assistance na hinihingi is minimal compared to the other parts of the world. But we just want to know kung ano po kayo ng sitwasyon ng ating mga kababayan, marami daw po mawalan ng trabaho, meron daw po nagkakasakit, or may kailangan pa po buhay. Kasi syempre, natutuwa po kami na hindi kayo problemado compared sa ibang mga alam natin. Pero gusto rin po namin malaman, baka meron po rin kami may tutulong pa, or what's the main concern po ngayon ng ating mga kababayan.
Yes po, ayon sa aming pananaliksik, pag-usap sa aming community, beforehand nag-research na rin kami, and most of their problem, of course, is dahil sa pandemic, mostly of their employers sometimes hindi ma-provide kaagad yung tickets nila, for example, and they have to wait for long. So, ang karamihan na gusto ng mga kabayan natin is, of course, homesick na rin sila. They want to go home immediately to the Philippines. So, ito po yung tinitingnan namin na balakid ngayon sa kanila. Kunyari, tapos na rin yung kontrata nila at wala pang ang pera para sa ticket nila, or yung sila na pending dahil nga type down and everything. So, yung economy and yung pera ng mga employer, of course, alam natin na medyo restrained sila. So, ito po yung problema nila, na paano kaya natin sila matutulungan in a way na mapadali yung pag-uwi rin nila kung sakali. Although despite open na ang commercial flights, pero marami pa rin pong naiwan dito na natingga. Hindi naman sila distressed, but yung kailangan lang nila ng support siguro on how they can go home. Kasi nandito lang sila na sila. Ano ba ito, malapit dito sa Oman.
Pero sir, actually, si Amba yata may gustong sabihin. Amba, you're supposed to say something. Nakamute po kayo. Nakamute kayo, Amba.
Okay. Related doon sa sinabi ni Engineer Roland, Mr. Sarah, and Mr. Ernie, pagdating sa ticket na kaya nagiging problema pa rin sa ngayon ng ibang employers, no? Yung pag-purchase ng ticket para sa mga workers nila. The rate of the ticket has not really gone back down to pre-pandemic levels, despite the fact na nag-umpisa na ulit ang mga regular commercial flights. The regular commercial flight started October 1st. So dati po, daily yan may flight ng Oman Air direct to Manila. Please correct me, Engineer Roland, kasi may nasabi ako dito.
Yes po, sir. Opo.
And then, but they resumed the regular commercial flight on October 1st. So ngayon, meron tayong 2 flights per week instead of the 7 flights per week pre-pandemic. Now, the airfare is still quite high. So some of the employers still find it difficult to purchase the airfare for their employees. But some have done so actually. In fact, yung po ating mga pinauwi na higit 2,500, more than half of it were paid for by their employers. Some were shouldered by the OFWs themselves, while still some were shouldered by our government. But still, more than half, if my recollection is correct, more than half still shoulder ng mga employers. Now, we are looking forward to the time, and we hope it's very soon, that the airfare will go down. Kasi sa ngayon po, paano natin ito? Engineer Roland, parang 50% or 100% pa rin ang ano.
Opo, nasa 200 to 290 to 350 pa rin po ang
In the past, it was about 100 plus runs.
correct po.
But there were those that it will go down further, and we hope it will be soon. Because once that starts to happen, to be able to go home.
Amba, siguro since siguro for our kabab, we can always arrange a chartered flight or a special flight for Oman using our flag carrier. Naiintindihan namin talaga kasi ang dalang talaga ng lipad ng mga commercial flights and it's very, very expensive. Siguro, para dun sa mga kababayan natin na talagang, alam din naman natin, ibang employers at this time din talaga, hindi na talaga kaya. So, ang commitment po ng DFA is kaya po natin mag-charter ng aeroplano. Doon naman po sa mga employers na kayang magbayad, pwedeng di ba? They can pay for the seats using the Philippine chartered flight. Pero we can we can make arrangements so that we can bring them home. I think the longer they stay, mas lalo mauubos yung ipon nila. Kung wala naman talaga silang trabaho. So, syempre, kailangan din nila yan para makapagsimula sila rito sa Pilipinas. So, habang siguro yung mga kung kailangan na talagang umuwi, lalo na yung wala talagang pamasahe, it seems na super tagal na rin sila. Pwede na rin po talaga natin i-arrange yung flight returning to the Philippines. And actually po, this Christmas lalo na, doon po kasi sa ibang mga bansa, yung amnesty nila mag-end November, December. Marami po talaga ang kailangan pumasok po sa Middle East and kami. Para makapasok kasi dahil riding a commercial flight, it's very expensive. Kasi bakante po yung aeroplano mula rito sa mula po dito sa Pilipinas. So, tapos ginawa na po yan ng isang grupo, yung pumunta po ng Lebanon na may dalang relief goods din. So, sumama po dun sa eroplano yung BFA team. Pero, this time, sa may ibang lugar, for example, Saudi Arabia, sa dami po ng maraming nasakay, ano po talaga, pwede kami parang papasok ka ng 1 day, tapos in the next 5 or 6 days, pwede ka umuwi, kasabay ng isa pang eroplano. So, ano po talaga, siguro we can do that for Oman also. Ano lang talaga.
Sorry, Mr. Karen. Go ahead, ma'am.
Depending on ano po talaga, kung ilan po yung mga kababayan natin na kailangan. So, parang iilaan po natin siya dun sa mga pinaka-nangangailangan. Kasi po, lalo na po yung mga wala na pong trabaho. Kasi alam po namin yung iba, pag alam nilang may free na flight, maglilista sila kasi gusto lang talaga hindi naman po ganon. Kasi marami po talagang nangangailangan na kailangan na po talaga umuwi. Kasi if they stay longer, hindi talaga ubus na po talaga yung ipon.
Ilaan po natin sa kanila. Kung matuloy po ito sa this slide, ilaan po natin sa mga kababayan natin. I'm sorry, Engineer Roman, please.
It's okay po. Since nabanggit po kanina ni Yusek Sara yung about sa amnesty, marami rin po sa atin na parating tumatawag at nagtatanong kung kailan ang amnesty ng government, which we know, sabi ko sa hindi natin hawak yan. It's the Oman government lang ang magkocontrol yan. Pero since naipasok na natin itong special chartered flight, baka pwede na po ba natin isama yung mga long stay here na wala ng trabaho na subject for amnesty? Yung mga walang kaso, of course, yung mga nandito lang na wala lang pamasahe, na apektado, hindi lang noong pandemic.
Yes. Sir, we leave it to the ambassador and to the post kasi yung judgment call po dyan yung mga nasa ground po namin kasama sa DFA. Kaila Ambassador Manolo po yan. They have to set up the criteria on who are the people who most need it. Of course, ang marching orders po ni Pangulong Duterte, kahit sino pong Pilipino na gusto umuwi, kailangan iuwi. Pero syempre, hindi po para magbakasyon. Diba? Ilang ba namin. Saka sana po talaga, yung wala po talagang resources. Our resources are very limited. Hindi naman po tayo ganun kayamang bansa. Pero the little that we have, talagang, pinibigyan po natin yan para makatulong sa ating mga OFWs. You know very well na priority talaga yan ng administrasyon na to. So, we will leave it po kila Ambassador Manolo kung sino po yung talagang alam nila na pinaka-nangangailangan. Kasi, and of course, kahit hindi dahil sa pandemic, kung matagal na po sila dyan na hindi lang po sila makauwi, wala silang pamasahe. Of course, we will help them. We will help them.
Yun yung maraming tumatawag sa amin yung mga nandito na before the pandemic. So
yes. Actually, parang magkakaugnay talaga Kung nahirapan ka na before the pandemic, nagka-pandemic pa, lalo pang lumala yung sitwasyon mo. And syempre, ayaw naman natin na nahihirapan yung mga kababayan natin. Lalo na syempre, nasa ibang bansa sila. And for example, Oman is such a huge country na parang mahirap din talaga puntahan. Yung iba, lalo yung wala sa bus na.
yes po.
Yeah.
May mga 1 hour.
Yeah. Kagaya na po na nabanggit ni Engineer Roland, yung food network kasi nag-focus so wide. That is why the embassy is constantly reaching out to Philcosoc and cooperating with Philcosoc. Kasi po sila, they are all over the place. In fact, yung po nabanggit ni Engineer Roland kanina, the food relief distribution that the embassy undertook to, of course, this is headed by our polo. Ang tumulong po talaga sa polo natin was Philcosoc, and there were other Filipino groups who also volunteered. In fact, Philcosoc also volunteered to help. And the funding for those food relief packages not only came from our government, but there were also support and contributions and donations from the companies here in Oman, from Philippine businesses that are here in Oman, and meron din po mga individual Filipinos who shared their resources to the food package distribution. At andyan po ang Philosopher palagi sa kailangan namin yung tulong nila, especially in far-flung areas, yung nabanggit namin sa technology nila. At way down south in the Dhofar region, in Salalah, where we have, after most cat po kasi Salalah ang pinakamarami. So, Philosopher is there, their network is there, and they've been helping us.
Isaac Ernie, you have a question or?
Una-una, napansin ko, may Christmas tree na si Engineer. Merry Christmas, Engineer.
Same po. Matagal na po ito, September pa.
Talaga, in anticipation. So, ano ba, Oman is not a very strict place. Pwedeng, may free exercise of your faith. Ganun ba yan? Sa Oman? Engineer?
Okay. Yes, ma'am po. There are certain laws here na pinapalo natin, pero baka naman sila very open, very friendly ang mga tao dito, and very compassionate din sila. Basta lang sumunod tayo sa mga pinagbabawal nilang mga rules. Lalo itong nakarang mga itong
May
lockdown na naman.
si Ambassador.
Yes po.
No, go ahead. Yeah, tuloy mo.
Yes po. Sabi ko nga po.
Anyway, may nabanggit kanina si... Go ahead.
Okay. Yun nga po, yung during the pandemic, itong lockdown ulit, nakikita natin talaga yung cooperation ng mga tao rito. Pag sinabing curfew, wala ka talagang makikita sa daan. Pagdating ng sinabing 8 o'clock, before pa ng 8 o'clock, wala ka na makita, malinis na, only the patrol cars na nandun. At may mga mangilan na matigas ulo ay binigyan naman ng leksyon. So, pero good thing na karamihan ay hindi po from the Filipinos. Kaya mabuhay ang Pilipino, masunurin dito sa Oman.
I have one more question. Kanina, sabi ni Ambassador Panoram, parang nagpalit yung demographic ng ating mga Pilipino dyan, no? It used to be that mas maraming professionals, no? Pero ngayon, paano nagpalit yung demographic? What do you attribute that to, Roland? Bakit nagpalit ang demographics na
one of the reasons po,
community?
yes po, one of the reasons is dahil po yung, lalo sa construction industry po ay medyo nagbawas na yung mga development dito ng konti. So mostly kasi dati mga engineers ang nandito, and of course in the medical sector din dati ay nagbawas sila dahil sa urbanization din. So as merong sila at this end of the year, by halos lahat ng mga seniors ay they have to go, like the consultant ng mga government entities and half or quasi-government ng mga company, inaalis na po nila yung mga expatriates. So dito rin pinapasok yung urbanization nila. So kaya po nagpalit yung demographic niya. Pero of course yung mga household workers natin remains the same kasi of course hindi naman nila kaya na gawin dito. So,
when you say urbanization, that means to say that capable na sila, they're capable yung kanilang populace to take over the senior position.
Yes po.
I see. Is this happening
What they are?
Is this happening all over all over UAE or GCC?
I'm not privy to that po, pero for Oman, yes, it's happening.
I see. And how do you see that will affect the coming days, coming years?
Medyo malaki ang epekto po, lalo sa ating mga Pilipino. So we have to find places kung saan tayo ulit makapag-trabaho. Pero hopefully, if the government ng economy natin ulit ay medyo mag-boom, there is a chance of us coming back. Kasi hindi naman nila kaya pala.
I was just going to say, if you're looking for a new place, Manila and Philippines sounds like a good place to come. Very, very experienced yung mga tao. It may be just the perfect time to come home. No?
Yes,
Talaga po.
beautiful deal. We're towards the end of the Duterte administration. And right after this pandemic, ano talaga eh, di ba? Yung mga campaign promises and of course, parang feeling ko it's just a matter of time then before we nakikita ko nga yung mga post ni Secretary Villar eh. Talagang yung infra natin, ibang klase. Hindi lang tayo makapamasyal, Yusek. Kasi nga, ang dating COVID. Pero, ano rin talaga. Pero I think eventually, no, sabay-sabay rin naman yun. The whole world will eventually overcome this pandemic. I mean, when the vaccine is, available already, kasi magbi-pick up talaga yan. And I think yung infra natin, mararamdaman talaga din natin yung economic boom. Kasi we will be ready. I mean, when the time comes na talagang kailangan sumipa na yung ekonomiya. When it's safer to work and go out, and of course, it's safer to open the country to to all the foreign tourists, then our infrastructure is already in place. But of course, hindi lang din naman tayo yung build. I'm sure yung ibang ibang mga bansa. And of course, ano lang talaga, ibang klase. Kasi anywhere you go, in the United States or Europe, and of course, very well the Middle East. It's a very, ano rin talaga siya, parang, ano rin siya, land of, ano na rin siya eh, parang, land of prosperity na rin siya. Dahil pumupunta rin talaga yung mga kababayan natin siya. But everything really just came to a halt because of the pandemic. Amba, you were trying to say something a while ago. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Sarah. I wanted to reply on query you said earlier about how open Oman is, the society here, and if we can exercise our faith. Definitely so. In fact, we have churches here. We have members of the Catholic Church who are here and who have been here for more than 10 years, more than a decade now, and we would have wanted one of them to join us, Father Raul, but he's not available today. But yes, we can freely exercise our faith, and in fact, we have Simbang Gabi here, and but this is prior to the pandemic, but since the lockdown, it was in March, if I'm not mistaken, then posted na po lahat ng what do you call it, religious practices inside the religious institutions like the mosques and the churches. Wala na po pwede mag-give na ngayon o mag-conduct ng prayers. But yes, to the 20th question, we can really exercise our faith here in Oman. And nabanggit po ninyo about Omanization, yes, some of the in Roland, it's not just the construction sector, but also, whether you believe it or not, even the medical sector. Nakakapag-humanize na po sila, meron pong apektuhan among our evaluation in the medical sector. And then you ask about whether they are ready. Well, there are challenges similar to other countries in the region. There are challenges among the locals, but they are getting there. They're training their people, and they really have to do this because their population is growing. The youth have left from home, they have studied overseas, and they need to find jobs for them. People who are of the employment age. So these are the factors that have led to the organization and the strict implementation of it in the past several years. And ito po sa mga apektuhan din ng pandemic na ito is the Philippine school, Mr. Ernie and Mr. Sarah. Perhaps we can hear from our DOC chair, Mr. Efren Edel, about the Philippine school and how it is doing right now.
Yes.
Mr. Sarah,
Kasi before we follow on our next guest, maybe si engineer, before we let you go, we'll ask you for your message to the president, message to our government here in Manila, and ano po yung wish list natin from mahalaga po sa amin yan dahil at least from there we know how we can help, sir.
Yes po, at unang-una sa lahat ay nagpapasalamat po ulit ako sa ating government through the leadership of our President, Rodrigo Duterte, and of course sa ating DFA, sa pamumuno po ni Honorable Teddy Locsin or Secretary Locsin. At sana po ay mas madalas ang ating ugnayan na ganito para may paabot namin po sa inyo ang aming mga hinaing, mga concerns ng ating OFWs. Of course, Ambassador is always there. Pwede naman po natin itulog sa kanila. Pero I think maganda po itong ganitong practice na constant natin gawin siguro. And of course, I wish you all good luck po doon sa ating mga programa, DFA for the OFWs, and naway matulungan natin ang mga karamihan sa displaced OFWs to return home soon to their families, especially nga sa Christmas po.
Yeah. Maraming salamat, Engineer, and thank you for your service. Wag sana po kayo magsawa na tumulong sa ating mga kabayan dyan. And, you know, kami po sa pamahalaan, we really rely on our Filipino communities abroad. Without you, hindi po din kakayanin natin mga embahada at konsulado, and it's really the bayanihan spirit that really keeps us, you know, intact as a people. I think one thing about Filipinos, we are very generous. We are a very generous people. We are always extravagant with feelings, and we are always outpouring with emotions, and we really care for each other. Alam, natatawa si Yusek Ernie. Alam mo, pasensya ka na, masyado lang akong pasaya this week. Na ano lang talaga, parang masyadong maraming, you know, very heartwarming kasi yung makausap yung mga PhilCom natin at makita yung development sa region. So we're just very, very happy. Yusek Ernie, you have a message?
Basically, I just want to say na nakaka-inspire, no? And also, para sa akin, it sounds like a challenge na yung katulad ng mga programa ng urbanization. But again, I also see that this could be a silver lining, that when people come back, they come back already with a wealth, no, not just of money, but a wealth of knowledge and experience. And pati napansin ko, akin to, parang nagbago parang tumaas yung ating skill sets, no? Tumaas yung skill sets, hindi na skill sets, kundi mental, the worldview about work, about creating, about industry. So I'd just like to say thank you so much to our Filipino communities and to people like you, Roland, Engineer Roland. Yeah. Blessings. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Maraming salamat din po.
Thank you po, at tatawagan po natin yung si Amba, may sabihin si Amba, naka-mute ka Amba, and we're calling on also our next guest, no?
Nag-wave lang ako yung Roland.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And of course, Sir Efren, hello, kumusta po kayo?
Mabuti naman po. Kumusta po ang Pilipinas? Magandang hapon po sa inyo dyan. And
nawawala-wala po kayo yung audio po. Sir, yung audio. Sir Efren, wala. Ayan, bumalik na. Nawawala. Ayan ba? Anyway, yung dito po sa amin, sa Manila, yesterday po kami, 2 beses po kami nilindol. Actually, nung first lindol, nasa 3rd floor ako, hindi ko masyado siyang naramdaman. Pero yung second, yung nasa 11th floor ka pala, iba yung feeling eh. Kasi itong, our building, the DFA building, hindi po nakakaalam. It's an old building, pero sinasabi nila may rollers yata sa ilalim or, basta it's not shaking, it's sliding. So, na-feel mo na parang gumagalaw. Pero okay lang siya. Hindi naman siya masyadong nakakatakot. Pero so, Sir Efren, kamusta naman po kayo dyan? We are very, gusto namin malaman kung kamusta po yung mga Pilipino. Kasi nagpunta ako dyan, marami talagang mga Pilipino na nag-aaral. Yung mga anak ng mga Pilipino natin, nag-aaral sila sa Philippine school, no? So, please let us know kung your situation there.
yes, thank you, Yusek Sarah. Just a backgrounder about sa Philippine School. We will be on our 31st year sa 17th of February 2021. and it was founded with the help of the efforts of the Philippine Honorary Consul, His Excellency Isa bin Muhammad Al-Sajjali in the year 1990. So we have the K-12 curriculum, and we are recognized by the DepEd and the Ministry of Education. So as far as the Philippine school community is concerned, we have the enrollment has been slashed by 50%. So last year we have around 927. Right now, we're under 600 students, and what's happening now with the Philippine school is that we have to let go also of some of the teachers because of the enrollment situation. We have also to let go the 2 villas that we have rented just to lessen the expenses. And we have also have a program of decreasing the salary of the remaining staff that we have. And medyo fluid pa po yung situation since may mga nag-enroll pong mga estudyante. But if their parents will get a letter na within the next 3 months they need to go home, they will now again also withdraw their son or daughter from the school, and that would also again affect the financial capability of the school. So ganun po yung nangyayari ngayon. So right now the population is 25% of the students are from other nationalities. 75% are Filipinos. So ang nakita namin sa pagbaba ng enrollment for the Filipinos is that most of them, yung mga iba is may napakuha ng letter of termination. Others naman, mga nandito pa sila pero since gusto nila sigurong makasave ng money, nag-enroll sila online class na nasa Pilipinas, and others also opt to homeschooling with the DepEd curriculum. So because it may be cheaper than the cost. And then for the villas, we are still asking if we can get a lower rate of renting since of the situation. We have discussed it already with the landlord with the help of the principal and school staff. We went to the landlord and asked for if they can give consideration for the rental to have a lower rate because it's one of the biggest expenses of the Philippine school. And hopefully we can get a favorable answer. And for the programs, we are also thankful from our Umani staff. They have taken 3 months salary without pay. So that is really a big help. So they will now be coming back to school on a scheduled basis, 2 weeks work and then 2 weeks off, so as to prevent as a measure, since it has been recommended by the Ministry of Health here that only few of the staff should be in the school at the same time. So yun po yung situation ng Philippine school community. And then some of the board members before tried to get a land to build our own school so that we will not be able to rent. But there were issues with I'm not really sure what happened, but there were issues on who would be contacted as a guarantor or something to the bank. But maybe after the pandemic, we will look at it again so that as we would be able to have the expenses be lowered down. Because sayang dito kasi yung rent. Kasi kung titignan po natin yung rent, pwede na rin po yata ang panghulog sa amortization if we have our own building. So ganun po yung situation ngayon. And then I asked the staff yesterday or a few days back kung ano yung gusto nila iparating for about their concerns. Some of the teachers are asking if they could have a subsidy since they they have, since their salary has been cut also, and some of their families are also here, so they're really hard up on the expenses side. Although we really tried to have a balanced thing on the budget, but we could not do as for the moment because of the low enrollment of for our school. Yun lang naman po yung pinaka-concern nila. And then other things is yung field health issue po yung pinaparating nila. Yun lang po yung sinabi sa akin kahapon kung may paparating ko raw din po sa inyo. And then the one thing more is yung financial literacy na they suggested na before, if someone is coming or going to work outside the Philippines, sa Pilipinas pa lang ipapakita na daw po sana yung financial literacy. Since unfortunately, we have some staff that until now do not have savings. So it's really sad since they have been maybe working for now for 5 years, 8 years, but if you have asked them about investments or savings, wala pong natitira din daw po. So yun po yung malaking epekto po talaga sa financial literacy po. Since tayo mga Pilipino siguro is may sale kasi, pupunta talaga tayo. So so lalo po ngayon may sale po most of the establishments may sale. I'm not sure of if some are there, but we really hope na yun pa yung matutukan po sa atin.
Sir Efren, natapa naman ako dun sa sale na yan. Hindi, actually, kasi ngayon nga talaga anywhere Anywhere you go, may sale, even here. It's really sad na yun nga, parang yung mga bata. Alam mo, yung iba nga raw talaga ngayon, I know nag-year ka, and here in the Philippines, many of the children who used to be in private schools are already in public schools. Kasi nga dahil online na, so technically, talaga. Pero dun sa, I know yung mga, lahat po ng OFWs entitled sa DOLE ACAP po, both documented and undocumented. I hope yung mga kababayan talaga natin dyan has explored it because DOLE was given, particularly OWWA was given, an augmentation in Bayanihan 1. At meron din silang additional funding sa Bayanihan 2. So, ano po siya, it's amounting to around $200. So, malaking bagay rin po yun. Sana po maparating natin sa mga kababayan natin that is an entitlement and they can always apply. And of course, dun sa PhilHealth, I mean, we will be very honest. Actually, it's something that, of course, we have to tell our legislators and our other executive departments kasi wala po talaga yan sa kamay ng UFA. Although we know very well it is really a very big concern of all our migrant workers. Pero siguro po, ano lang talaga. And I agree with you na dapat kasama sa PIDOS yung pre-departure orientation seminar, yung financial literacy, because it's really very important dahil hindi naman forever na nasa abroad tayo mga Pilipino. Tapos it's either may mangyaring ganito or tumanda ka rin na kailangan mo rin mag-retire, na kailangan mo balik. But of course, we also realize that marami rin po mga Pilipino ang nagpapadala din kasi talaga ng pera sa Pilipinas. Kaya hindi rin makaipon. At yung mga pinapadala minsan, sila naman yung sobrang gastos na talagang parang may ginagawang bangko yung OFW. So, we have to, I think, ito sa pag-usapan dati na dapat ng financial literacy hindi lang dun sa OFW, pati rin sa pamilya niya. Para pareho silang sabay na nag-iipon, no? Pero yun nga po, parang, pero sir, do you see that when after the pandemic, mag-bounce back Philippine school? Kasi babalik na yung mga estudyante, tapos things are going to get better. Sir Efren?
We could not really say, ma'am, since, ayun nga, although Philippine school is not affected by the urbanization, only on the staff, admin staff is required to have a humanization percentage in the Philippine school, but all industries po kasi is would need to implement humanization programs. And then, just like on my workplace, I was informed that there visas for female accountants or auditors is now really hard to get. So if ever na ganun din yung magiging issues with other industries na they need to accept local workers, or their companies would be required to implement certain percentage of humanization, then malaki pong hindi po namin alam po kung makapag-bounce po, unless we would be able also to change the percentage of the allowed other nationalities to enroll in a Philippine school.
Yes, Amba. Yes, Amba.
Thank you, Mr. Sarah.
Ma'am Imelda, is it possible for you to remove your mask para medyo mas maintindihan yung sinasabi niya?
Sorry, Yusek, because I am in the Central Rizal, and siguro this is the opportunity na rin for me to inform that I have other members of the embassy.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay, sir, because we are
Maybe
observing. I have Labat Greg here with me, and Consul RJ is also here, and our ATM officer, Mr. Ron, and us.
I apologize. Kasi ilan pala, hindi talaga maintindihan yung sinasabi niyo.
Oh, okay. So I'm okay. I can remove the mask, Mr. I just want to respond to what our DOT chair of the school briefed us on pagdating sa financial status ng school. Yusek Sarah, Yusek Ernie, some of the members of the DOT, they called on me siguro during the second week of my arrival here after I finished my quarantine, and we were able to discuss some matters related to the school. And ito po mga napag-usapan natin ito namin ito na usapan ng bahagya. At meron nga pong mga suggestions, proposals, Board of Trustees, as well as some of the teachers who were also with the members of the board when they came to the embassy. Gusto ko nang iparating ito, perhaps I asked the school to come up with a paper so that we can propose this and send this to Manila for the consideration of the appropriate authorities in Manila kung pwede mapagbigyan ang school. Nabanggit nga po ni Mr. Edel na kung pwede pong makihan sana yung number of non-Filipino or other nationals, students who can enroll in the Philippine school para lumakilaki naman po ng konti yung population of school. So that's one of the probable solutions perhaps that the school can look into, and they are going to study that, and once they have the firm proposal on that, they will let us know and we will submit it to the authorities in the Philippines. Pagdating naman po doon sa act na nabanggit niyo yung Yusek Sarah, yung DOLE ACAP, I have here some figures that the Polo Muscat provided to me, and so far as of October 2020, 9,600 po na po among our OFWs have availed themselves of the DOLE ACAP. So I think this is an ongoing program with our Polo, and they're continuing to do this. At nabanggit din po ni Chairman Efren, yung financial literacy, nabanggit din yung Sarah, na sana pati families kasama. Matagal na po usapin ito, and I think DOLE already has something on this. It's called the Financial Awareness Seminar, FAN, and the Small Business Management Training, or SBMT. Ito po ay geared talaga for the principal, the OFW, and the families. Para matuto po sila ng paano ba talaga tumawag ng maayos ng business, small businesses, para hindi na naman po mapunta sa gadgets and sales ang people ng ating mga OFWs while they are overseas. So, meron po ginagawa ang ating pamahalaan po sa mga usapin, kailangan lang po itarating ng maayos sa mga nangangailangan ng mga ganitong servisyo.
Yeah, actually, ano talaga mura po talaga sa Middle East. Kasi we have lesser taxes. I don't know if you have tax or if you have VAT, pero mura talaga. Parang, kaya nga palagi ko sinasabi sa mga tao, if you think, kung magsha-shopping, mura siya under normal price, di ba? Ay, pag nagbigla pa sa nag-sale, talaga, kaya nakakatakot pumunta dyan na ubus ng pera ko. Pero, kasi parang, naiipot mo pag nag-complete ka, ang layo talaga. Ang layo talaga ng presyo. So, pero kailangan ka rin mind over matter. Tapos kailangan mo pupunta ka ng mall, para kayong kabayo, nakadiretso lang. Huwag kang tumingin sa right and left. But it's actually, it's naiintindihan ko yan, natatawa talaga ako. Kasi gusto kong pumunta dyan. Kasi if you want to buy something, it's very expensive here. You go to that region and that's the time that you can really buy it. It becomes more affordable. But then, of course, it's another story altogether. And yun nga talaga, kailangan po talaga, lalo na yung sa gadgets. Kasi, Gabriel, bago na mga kasubrang ng telepono and everything. So, wag kesa bumili sila ng telepono, bumili sila ng iPad, padala nila rin sa mga anak-anak nila sa mga Pilipinas. Kasi that's what they're using now, di ba? For learning. Pero, Sir Efren, we just want to ask you if you have a message for the President and also to our other government officials here. Siguro kung may wish list kayo, hindi namin, of course, parang kung hindi po kami yung agency na makakatulong sa inyo, paparating po namin sa ibang mga counterparts. Please go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Yusek Sara. First of all, salamat po sa invitation and salamat din po sa pag-uugnayan and to really know what is really happening outside the country to our fellow kababayans. My message is that to President to continue his work that is for the betterment of the OFW, and we really also hope for the OFW department to be passed already. So, and then I also pray and hope that everything will be better in the Philippines soon, so that ayun nga po, since hindi naman po natin kontrolado ang mga trabaho natin dito, maayos po tayo makakauwi sa Philippines if ever na the time comes na mag-settle na ulit sa Philippines. And I also message po is again, we really thank the President for not forgetting us, and we really appreciate also on last January and February the Philippine Navy was here. So yung katuwaan po ng mga Pilipino na nagtatrabaho na makita ang ating mga Philippine Navy ships, mga kababayan natin na sundalo, is iba po yung siglang na ibigay po. Very much appreciated po. And I think some of our friends here really have connected well to the Navy. Since it's like kapag lalabas yung Navy, ipapasyal nila sa buong, or saan man pwedeng pasyalan. So, ang wish ko po is hoping na yung mga suggestions and our issues that we have sent will be hopefully heard, and then soon we will get some good news for us. Thank you po. Thank you, Yusek. Thank you, Yusek Ernie, Yusek Sara, and thank you, Ambassador.
Before you go, I just wanted to pursue a line of thinking regarding your schools. No? One of the things you said was that na-mention you na parang you wanted an increase, kung pwede ma-increase yung yung enrollment of foreigners. I think that line of thinking can be kasi if correct me, my intuition tells me that aside from the Filipino reputation for service, maganda rin ang Filipino reputation for English speaking. Tama? And so it may be that you could actually promote the school as an international school if you could pursue that line. And then consider the teaching of English as one of the major selling points. Kasi hindi ba naghahanap din talaga ng naghahanap niya, I think hindi ba katulad din dito sa Philippines, for example, the American schools and the British schools, maganda yung those who can afford will send their kids there because of added value. So kung paubos ang Pilipino, baka naman pwede mag-increase ang international enrollments. It's just a thought. And then regarding din yung tungkol sa yung financial literacy, tama din si Yusek Sara na actually marami nagpapadala but maybe that can be that aspect can be recognized in the financial literacy teachings as a form of investment. Basta maturuan lang kung saan ilalagay ng mga pamilya rito yung kanilang pinapadala. For example, education is good. And that can be considered investment in the next generation. So, lang siguro, it's a matter of putting things into perspective. Pero hindi naman masyadong madiskurahe. Tsaka, siguro, hayaan na natin sila makapag-invest ng pakunti-kunti sa gadgets kung sabi naman ni Yusek Sara ay mura. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much. It's been very inspiring, Efren.
Thank you, Efren. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Siguro lang talaga, parang, I was an OFW in Malaysia for a very short time. Pero, talaga, mas mahal kasi doon kaysa dito. So, the few times na uuwi ako, dito pa ako bumibili ng toiletries. Kasi parang feeling mo, mahal pag kino-compute. Kasi talagang mahirap din talaga. And I think it's rin talaga mga Pilipino kasi kahit naman saan tayo magtaon ko lang unang naiisip niya pa nagkakaproblema abroad paano yung remittance ko? Kasi iba kahit they're with their families, they still send remittance to their extended families. But I think it's about time na we cannot, well, of course, we believe in safe, orderly, regular migration, but we cannot be forever migrating just for work. Dahil, of course, marami na rin talagang gustong bumalik, especially the ones who eventually are of retirement age. So we have to prepare for that. But siguro sa mga kababayan natin, dito sa OFW Health, may naka-pin post po. Kung saan po kayo pwedeng sa FB na to, kung saan po kayo mga agencies na pwedeng lumapit para dun po sa mga for reintegration. Dun po sa mga OFW natin na umuwi na, meron po ang DOLE, meron po ang NRCO, meron po ang DTI through SB Corp, meron din po ang TESDA. May iba-iba po talaga, actually, hindi lang siya nasa institution, pero you really have to apply. Kasi it can span from 100,000 pesos or even 1 million kung parang cooperative. So, there's life beyond being an OFW. But mahirap lang po talaga na yung kahit kaya yung ipon nila, hold on to it. Kasi syempre, there's parang lull period between your application for grant and your stay here in the Philippines. But what we can reassure you is that when you arrive, the swabbing is free and the hotel quarantine is free and the return to your home province or city is free. Lang po talaga. And yung sa mga uuwi po, pwede po rin yung tingnan yung FB page na po na to. Yung naka-pin post po, nandun po yung mga options nyo. Para bago pa kayo umuwi, ready na rin kayo kung anong gagawin nyo so that you can assess kung ano po talaga yung next steps natin. Kasi we're always moving forward and we are a very resilient nation and the people. And of course, lahat po nahihirapan ngayon pero hindi naman po talaga nagpapapaya and we're doing all our best to be able to aid our kababayans. And I think parang naman po si engineers kasi Sir kanina na sinasabi na this government, particularly the Duterte administration, sobra bayanihan 1 and 2, talagang never nakalimutan yung OFW sector natin. And I could say that our COVID response is also second to none. Kasi 5 phases, relief, repatriation, recovery, return, and reintegration. we covered the whole process. Medyo nahihirapan lang tayo sa integration ngayon, but we, ano pa rin tayo, talagang we've spent more than $20 million already for repatriation alone and for a country na hindi man mayaman. Laking bagay talaga. But of course, we will bring our people. Pero siguro, Amba, your parting words para sa ating mga kababayan dyan sa Oman and of course sa mga nakikinig sa atin sa iba't ibang bahagi ng mundo. Amba.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Yusek Sarah, Yusek Ernie. Salamat po for this opportunity to communicate with the Home Office and as well as our kababayans here in Oman. I hope many of them have tuned in to this live stream, and the Philippine Embassy, together with the tax agencies, our fellows, we are here to provide services to all of you. You know our website, you know our contact numbers, our emails, and you can come to the embassy and then seek our assistance. We are here together. We will try to write this out. Isang pandemic na hindi kaya yung ginagawa natin sa Pilipinas. May bayanihan doon, dito rin po rin natin ang bayanihan natin. And like what the other two guests, si Engineer Roland at si Mr. Efren, said na sana nga po this will not be the first of a program with the Office of Yusek Adelia and Yusek Sarah para magkaroon muna ng venue ang Philippine Embassy, the Department of Foreign Affairs, at ang OWWA communities ng aming po mga jurisdictions para ma-reach out po namin ang ating mga kababayan. Maraming malaking bagay po itong town hall meeting natin ngayon. Maraming po salamat.
Thank you very much, Amba. Thank you, Yusek Ernie. Kayo po.
Basically, ang nakita ko lang na yung uulitin ko lang na mukhang may shift talaga, not just in the demographics, but also in the trend. I'm sure we will keep continuing sending people out. But maybe magbabago na yun. It's not, kasi dati parang wala katapusan parang hanggang dyan, sige, pero mukhang may shift. No? Pero tama yung ipinoint out yung Sarah na yung the last R, yung reintegration. Dapat matutukan yun. Pero that exactly, I believe, is an opportunity for us. Opportunity talaga kasi pauwi, grabe yung alam ng mga umuuwi. Yung kanilang skill sets. Tsaka not only that, yung nagbago yung value system. I believe for most, these are, kasi katulad mga kausap natin kanina, tsaka yung for the past. Of course, meron tayong mga committed na mga HSWs, but even so, tumataas din yung kanilang tumataas yung kanilang sensibility, no? I think what has happened is maraming na-empower. Many of them have become empowered, especially our domestic helpers, HSWs, very empowered sila. On the other hand, nakita ko rin na yung ating mga middle managers, because that's what we have, no? That's what we have, a lot of mga supervisors, directors, and some have become vice presidents perhaps in some of the companies. They have also learned to they have learned expertise. And so I believe ang pag-uwi nila dapat hindi masayang. And yun ang siguro yung yung reintegration, dapat matutukan yun. And I believe, hopefully, within the last year and a half, yung patapos ng mas maging tutok tayo.
I think, as a nation, palagi naman tayong payamak na we're second to none. We are the gold standard for migrant protection. And in Pilipinas talaga, it may not be a rich country, but we take care of our people, especially under the Duterte administration. Sobrang talagang matingkad at nakikita talaga yung tapang, yung malasakit na binibigay ng pamahalaan. And of course, we also salute our diplomats in the field. It's not easy. It's not easy here in the capital, but we know it's harder there kasi konti lang kayo and the challenges are numerous. And kayo talaga yung nasa front lines because you're facing the Filipino community. But on behalf, of course, of DFA, we thank you, Papa Nolong and your team there. And we just stay strong that we're here. We're ready to give you support as much as we can. And we are just a message away. And ano po talaga, kami rito po sa OWWA, I can speak for myself, we had our, marami na po na-infect, marami na pong gumaling, nagbalik na po sa trabaho, wala, laban pa rin. So ano lang talaga, we have, for the last 8 months, we've realized, parang it's scary, it's dangerous, but we are a resilient foreign service. We will, laban lang, and we will do this for our people, and of course for our country. Course, for God. Alam po nyo, everyday naka-PPE ako. I'm wearing a PPE right now. It's part of my kasi palagi po kami pumapasok. Pero lang talaga. Kasi siya parang it's very inspiring and every time we see the Filipino community, parang yung Sec Ernie, alam namin kung ba't kami bumabangon every day is for everyone. And it's a reason for being here. And we are very honored to serve and we are very humbled that we are serving. So, thank you so much and see you soon. Ingat po. Ingat po. Okay. And,
thank you.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to say, now I realize why DFA emphasizes generalists. Because pagdating nyo sa labas, you have to do everything.
And of course, we'd like to thank all our listeners and our viewers from New York, Libya, Bahrain, New Zealand, Singapore, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, Jordan, and Los Angeles. By the way, happy birthday, Ambassador Ver of Manama, Philippine Embassy. Birthday niya ngayon. So, pero alam mo, you said really, parang there's so much hope. That one of my professors in law school, Father Bernas, he says that hope becomes a virtue in everyone. Yes, he was my, naku sana, pero yung grade ko talaga doon. But anyway, naalala ko talaga bigla. Pero ngayon talaga kasi, in spite of the pandemic, there are a lot of silver linings and siguro dito sa migration, it's a reset talaga na mga nangyayari. And things are looking good actually. I'm sobrang excited for next week kasi may announcement also. And sobrang
next week.
Next week, I don't know when basta everyone's saying that it's going to be announced next week about their new labor reforms. And the whole world is waiting in suspense, but I know it's going to be positive. And of course, hopeful tayo. And alam mo yung with so much gratitude and hope. Yun talaga yung nararamdaman ko. So, siyempre, matagal na puro tayo dito sa OWWA, sa migration. So, yung mga ganyang developments talaga, sobrang ka lang saya. Parang, hindi ko ma-contain. Sobrang parang,
well, it's with basis naman, hindi naman suntok sa kanyang
yes. Agulat ako doon sa news kasi naglalabasan sa tapos talagang nag-research ako, sabi ko, ikaw umaya. So, ano talaga. Pero anyway, Ernie, on November 5, we have, and we're going to Australia.
Wow, Canberra.
So, parang, paikot-ikot na tayo sa mundo. Alam mo, hindi nga po nakaka-travel this year. Pero, talaga, visiting the various posts and talking to the Filipino community gives us a taste of it. That's happening. Yes,
anyway, meron lang ko. Last night kasi kausap ko si Amba Des Lazaro ng Paris. Baka we might be able to feature them sometime also.
After Australia. Okay, fine.
Kasi bago siya umalis kasi paalis siya dun.
Sige, dapat, no? Okay.
Before the end of
mahilig ka talaga sa mga romantic countries.
Hindi ba? Ngayon.
Di ba yung mga mo sabi, Muscat, tapos ngayon, Paris. Anyway, sige, maraming salamat yung Sec Ernie. Thank you po sa lahat ng nanonood. And things are getting better. Let's keep on praying. And of course, parang nandito lang po kami talaga and we're very happy to always see you every week. Is it Ernie?
Ganon din po sa amin, nakakataba po ng puso when we listen. No? Maybe we don't know each other personally, but just listening to you and the stories that we get from the Filipinos all over the world that we've been talking with, it's very, very inspiring. And tama yun, I can see why the president has such an amazing approval rate. And it's because meron talagang connect with the people out there. Yung mga, the people are kababayan natin who are on the ground, they just know that for once in this lifetime, they're being reached out to and being touched. And we just like to say thank you so much for your response. God bless you, mga kababayan.
Okay, salamat po. See you next week, November 5. See you in Canberra.
Canberra.
Sige, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Okay, so yan, napanood po natin ang OFW Town Hall goes to Muscat, Oman. Okay. Okay, so napanood natin ang OFW Town Hall goes to Muscat, Oman, kung saan na-interview ang ating PhilCosOc Chairman, Engineer Roland Lianyo, ang Philippine School Principal at ang ating Philippine Ambassador to Muscat, Oman, na si Ma'am Imelda Panolong. So that's it, guys. Ito ang ating unang LS for today. Thank you for watching.